What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Khord here, bringing you another video of Diablo 3 with my wizard. Now, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little preview of how hard the Inferno difficulty Act 2 stuff is. As you can see, I've gotten through Chapter 6 at this point. We'll go ahead and set it to where I'm currently at. Let's hit that start game, and I want to show you guys personally have not completed it yet. As you can see, loading in. Alright, now, I can no longer run Archon when I'm doing this, so I have to change it back to my Lightning Hydra so I can do a lot of kiting. I do keep my Fracture, I pretty much keep everything else the same, and now I'm just going to show you the kind of pain that's about to be happening when you decide to move. Alright. I apologize for the little slow loading on the PC. It just booted up, so it's still chugging a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what's going on out here. I did forget one thing, though. I do this a lot. I continually forget that I can have a companion in single player since I run with two people generally. So make sure that you are picking up your favorite companion. I personally have started using the Enchantress just to see what kind of capabilities she has, if she's any good for me at all. So far she's been pretty worthless, but I'm not going to hold it against her till she hits 60, so I'm still running with her. As you can see, got my buffs up, got my Lightning Hydra ready. These things have about 80,000 hit points. And the biggest issue with them is how hard they hit me. To kind of go over my stats, I'm running 30,000 DPS, or damage rather. I've got about just under 5,000 armor. My resists are pretty awful, but I am running 128% natural magic find, just because I want better stuff. Let's go check this out. Now, this is generally the place where people will farm a resplendent chest, but I believe that they have changed it so that it doesn't drop very good loot anymore. So this will be the third time me opening up this chest and trying to get through this, so we'll see what's going on. And these snakes will probably own me. We'll see. Oh, there they go, stealthing, got a teleport. Anticipating their attacks is almost a must in Inferno. If you don't, you will probably die. As a wizard anyways. Some people are running the crit build with diamond skin. That is also a reasonable way to go. I personally just don't like to rely on critting in order to survive. I would rather know, managed to get a blue this time. I would rather know that when something hits me, I can teleport, instead of hoping that I crit enough to keep diamond skin up. Got these little birds following me around. Hopefully I can run into an elite to show you guys what's really going on with Act 2 Inferno mode here in a minute. There are some elites that I cannot beat at this point, which was pretty common in Act 1 as well. I had much less gear when that was happening, so this one is kind of a shocker for me with the amount of, as you can see right there, I took 2 hits and I'm almost dead. So, and these are only regular mobs. These aren't even the ones that require me to really be on my game. Oh, got the snakes. Those ones are really bad for me. They stealth and they don't like to show themselves. They end up being right on me. As you can see, keep as much distance from these things as possible. I generally run the static orb just because it will pass through all of them and it does a fair amount of damage. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this or not, but the reason that I do run the piercing orb all the time is if you check it out, it says that all of the bolts are merged into a single giant orb. So you think, okay, now the 105% weapon damage is just that orb. No, that's not exactly right. When it passes through, it also pulses 3 times. So you can actually hit a mob 4 times with this one ability. As you can see, I get a bunch of like random 3000s and 2000s and all this random stuff. So just be aware that it does actually continue to pulse. Ooh, gotta stay away from that guy. If that guy catches me in his little whirlwind of doom, I do die. So, let's see, got some fallen up here. Looks like we got a shaman as well, and that makes things kind of hard. As you can see right there, I took one bolt from that guy, and my health isn't doing so hot. If I stand in poison, like these little spore clouds that are exploding, doesn't even, like, I will drop almost immediately. That's the same with the arcane bosses, the poison pools, the magmas. There we go. Now they're starting to be able to stealth up on me and get hits in. And as you can see, that's pretty nasty. There we go. Fire chains, fast, which is just an awful combination. Illusionist, wallers. Now, walling is actually not that big of a deal to me. You know, they hit me once, hopefully I can just jump over or lay my Hydra down and keep running. Now, I know that I've cleared mobs over here, so I will be kiting them this direction. As you can see, I just kind of do like a stutter step, much like if you play StarCraft, the Terran. You know, your little Marines, you stim them, you stutter step. So, that's pretty much the whole strategy I have there. As you can see, they just tried to control me with those fire chains. Gotta keep them away from me. Keep dropping that Hydra down and keep kiting them around. Almost got a couple of them dead. Not sure which ones are illusions at this point, which ones I've actually been killing. See, this is lucky. If you can get them to actually just kind of channel the lightning, that's the ideal way to kill these, but for some reason they like to make my life hard. So, as you can see, they kind of got themselves stuck on the wall, so I put in a little extra damage to them. That's a little dangerous. I don't recommend doing that till you are extremely comfortable with your limitations as a wizard in Act 2 Inferno. Oh man. As you can see, I got a little server lag there where I rubber banded. That will kill me periodically. And bam! Even though I was kiting them around, eventually they're going to be able to split off and get me. Part of the disadvantage of there being one of me and, you know, 2 to 10 of them, depending on their illusion breaks. So you just kind of run back. You've got a limited amount of time, even when you die, to bring these mobs down. And I do end up corpse running a lot right now in Act 2. In Act 1, I do it a lot less. For some reason, Act 1 seems to be a joke comparatively to Act 2. Even if you are at the butcher phase, it's just nothing compared to this. And there you go. And, you know, that's my first Nephilim Valor buff. Go ahead and pick up the yellows. Just to give you guys a preview. Remember, I'm running, let's see, 143, so I'm at 128% when I killed those guys. We'll go ahead and identify these just so you can kind of take a look at what kind of stuff drops off of them. There you go, 2 little 2-handers there. Both of those are pretty bad stats, but you get the idea. You know, level 53, 355 DPS, that's not terrible. I'll probably try to sell that. This one is a level 58, 433. Not bad, but not great either. I have noticed that if you are running Magic Find, that as you get closer to the 200 mark, the quality of the item increases. When the quality of the item increases, as you can see, Exceptional Behemoth, I believe there can be more enchantments on the item. So I think the first 150% or so of your Magic Find is just increasing item quality. While once you get past that, from what I've seen, I may be wrong on this because Blizzard doesn't tell us anything, but this is just from personal experience. Once you get above the 150% and you start breaking into the 200% or so, you start seeing some better enchantments on the items. Once again, that may be incorrect, but this is just what I have noticed. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video of how Act 2 is. If you have any more questions, don't feel free to comment on them. I try to get back to the comments as soon as possible. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next video. Khord out.